Yo, it's so I'm using this ding dang bunny that I got. What's his name? Like Cookie from the BT 21. I don't know. I forgot, but I was supposed to give it to my friend, and then she didn't. She she already had one. It was gonna be like a surprise gift, and then it was like, nah. So now I'm stuck with this pink banana. Not banana, bunny. I was looking at something yellow. Anyway. Yeah, I can't get rid of it because nobody will buy BTS stuff anymore because it's like too popular and it won't. I was trying to sell it on Mercari and I cleaned it, and I need to clean this thing, but it's kind of like a squishmallow. But I abuse this thing too much, so maybe I shouldn't give it away. I used it like every time I would work out. Like I would put my head on it like it was a pillow because its ears have like these little grippy. I don't know. Maybe I should keep it, but I still don't like pink. But I don't know. I used to be a fan of the group, but then like when they moved to America and like it feels like their vibe changed and like everything is weird. Like America doesn't treat them well because like, well, when it comes to K-pop in general, they like categorize them as a, well, okay, so we're all minorities, even though like being a black is also a minority, but Koreans are a minority too, and like in K-pop, like I saw a video they were talking about Lisa and Jungkook, and I was like, they put them in the K-pop, and they said that they put them in the K-pop category to be like, I don't know, they're not giving them the proper respect as artists. I love Lisa too, like she shouldn't be seen as just like an old Blackpink member, but just in her own right. She was always my favorite because she was just the best. Like I was just like I can't wait for her solo stuff. Like I didn't even like I don't want to say I didn't care about the other three, but anyway, I forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, well I talk about multiple things, but so one thing everybody knows that I hate Hyuna. I've always hated her. I never thought she was talented since what was it 4 minute. I feel like she was like the one voice and the one dancer that just ugh. The other four I thought were like really amazing, but I just, but you know, that's my opinion, and that's, people can have their opinions. But now that it turns out that she's dating this guy and they're about to like get married, like I don't get the, why are people feeling like, what is it, Dawn or whatever? They're like, oh, the poor guy, he lost her and she's leaving. I'm like, he's lucky he's not with her. Like he dodged a bullet, like for real. But and I don't see how she still has fans when they found out that, like I don't get that. But one thing I do think that she did right was that I agree with is that there shouldn't be an issue with K-pop stars dating because like they're people too, like you know. So that's probably like the only thing. But that was I was just thinking about that because like everybody has like these scandals and people are getting married and they're like, no, that's my K-pop idol or whatever. I wanted to marry him, and then they like fantasize about all this stuff, and I'm like, dude, stop going there. Like you're a fan. You're supposed to, being a fan and being obsessed and like thinking that you're gonna marry somebody, or like they're there's such like this big weird gray area between like all these fans. And yeah, I've been a fan of K-pop since 2008. I was like obsessed with Shiny. They were all my first. I mean my first like being a fan of somebody. Oh my god. I said that wrong. Well, in context, you know what I meant. But like, so like I never was like a real big into anybody in America. Like I like the Jonas Brothers and Big Time Rush and some others. I don't know. But then I like got really into Shiny, and then like I kind of had a crush on each member like separately. But then Then the only like American group I'm really into is the Pentatonics, and I don't really follow anybody else. Because my chorus teacher introduced us to the Pentatonics, and I was like, oh, that's really awesome, because I also do a cappella music. And he was teaching us, he showed us just a clip in class, and I got like so into them. But then, well, wait, what was my point? So yeah, I was getting being different fans of people, but yeah, being a fan of somebody should not be an obsession of like, oh, I own this person. Like, I have to fantasize about like being with them, and it's not healthy. Basically, it's just not a healthy mindset. I've been through it before, and it was not fun. And you, you're just crazy. Oh my gosh. So, cray to the Z is what I like to say. But yeah, no, it's kind of offensive. But I mean, I notice that in a lot of younger fans or like newer fans. But I'm also like the word "stan" is maybe probably bad because, and that's another thing. I hate the fact that they call them idols because I guess it's a religious thing. I always said God doesn't want us to have idols. They're like, oh, it's just a different definition of it. And I'm like, yeah, but thou shall not put any other. Shoot, I can't remember the terminology, but we're not supposed to like worship people, and that's how I like it. I always call them K-pop stars because of that reason, and but that is what people do. There's so many people who idolize. Oh my gosh, this is not high enough. Ah, you ding dang bunny. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So what is it? Cookie, and I named this one Shimmer, but this one's named Shimmer after a cover group I was in that didn't work. It was about shiny. We were like the shiny shimmers, and there was so it's teal, and so I like peacocks. But anyway, I thought something immature. Never mind. Um, but yeah, so being a fan is just supporting, and you can love your group in a certain way, but you don't have to like be in love. Like, I think there's a mentality. Like, for example, I think it was unhealthy when, well, this, I have to say this carefully um, because I fought suicidal thoughts as well. Like, when Jong Hyun committed suicide, because, like I said, I still am, like, a big fan of Shiny. And so, honestly, I literally was admitted to the hospital, like, in December, and then back in again in January because like I like over 100 fans had committed suicide after he did, and so I was both grieving him and my like fellow fans, Shawals, and I was just like it was just really sad. But the yeah, you just I just tried to think that what he would have wanted was for the rest of his fans and loved ones to keep living and honoring his memory. So that's what I tried to hang on to, that thought. And I think about him every day, but and I kind of cry every day, honestly. um yeah, so it is grieving is hard to but you can grieve in like a healthy way, and um but suicide is not the answer. It's a permanent problem. I'm sorry, a permanent solution to an impermanent problem or something. So like just keep living no matter like what happens, cuz whoever passes away, they want you to live. They love you, and whether or not you're a fan or it's like a real, not a real person, like a regular person in your life, um keep on keeping on. So out.